Good morning, everybody, or whatever time it is for you. I go by the name of Brian. This is For Your Eyes Only. Today's vlog is kind of a different video. It's kind of a video I've been wanting to make for a while. Also, I get a lot of questions about this and I just can't really ever answer in detail. So here are my major tips for renting an apartment in Hanoi, Vietnam, or Vietnam, because we did it in Nha Trang as well too. If you're not interested in this at all and you're here for the regular vlogs, how about watching an old one right here? Really old one. But for the rest of you, alright, these are the things that you need to know. You guys have come along for a lot of the house apartment tours, so you've seen some of the stuff happening. If you haven't, be sure to check some of them out. Boom. A lot of the questions I get start way before that, and it's like, what sites do I use to find these apartments, and how do I find them and everything? Really simple, guys. Let's hop on the computer here. Check this out. Generally just use this one site called Hanoi Massive Housing. It's a group on Facebook, and you're gonna have to join it, get accepted, and then you can scroll through a bunch of apartments. Now, important thing to note here as you're scrolling through is to see what's included and what's not included, because it varies in Vietnam. For instance, this one, internet and cable TV included. Housekeeping and cleaning 2 times per week included. Furniture and equipment included. It's not always the case. We'll check out a different one right here. And this one, pretty much the same thing. TV, air conditioner, water heater, you know, the basics included. And we'll check out third one just for fun. Now this one has internet, which is pretty normal, but then electric and water. Normally it's not included, and it's included here, so that's pretty nuts. I've actually never seen that before. We'll contact whoever has the posting. They'll turn out to be a real estate agent because it's just flooded with real estate agents here. And then they'll message you. Obviously, if you're on this site, then you have to be on Wi-Fi. So if you're at a cafe or something, they'll start messaging you. Maybe a phone number. Most of them message really well in English, and then you can set up a meeting time, whether at their office or they'll just come and meet you somewhere. Also, from the Facebook page, you can go to these realty pages and then mark down the apartments that you want to see. Now, my pro tip for you on this step is to mark down which ones you want to see and be very firm with seeing those ones, because you will get the old bait and switch all the time in Vietnam. You'll say, show me this apartment, and they'll say, oh, it's just been rented, how about taking a look at this one? And then you can be like, no, that one is super terrible. I want to see something like this or exactly like this. And then somehow that apartment will be available and you can see it. Also, do not be alarmed if the picture of the apartment is like from 5 years ago and it looks brand new, and when you see the apartment, it is not what the picture is like. I mean, I'm sure that happens everywhere. Does that happen everywhere? Apartment hunting anywhere can be really daunting, but in Vietnam, even more so because you're in a foreign country and things are just crazy. But most of these realtors that you deal with, the ones that we have, are really good because they're here and their customer service is top notch. They really want to help you rent a place. You just have to know what you want: price, cleanliness, location, amenities, and be firm with that. They will drive you on the back of their motorbikes from apartment to apartment, as many as you want to or can see in a day. And same thing as in North America or most places, as soon as you see a place, most likely it's gonna be rented soon. Alright, so we've covered how to find an apartment. Now what to do when you find the apartment that you like. The main thing you guys should remember is everything is negotiable. Negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. So whatever the price is, you can negotiate that. Depending on how strong your negotiation skills are, you can get it down maybe $50, $25, $100 a month. You never know. Whatever the apartment seems to be missing that you're gonna need, negotiate, ask for it. It never hurts to ask for it. You can be like, hey, there's no rice cooker. I'm really bad at cooking rice in a pot on the stovetop. I'm gonna need a rice cooker. They'll probably get one for you. If you want a water tank, ask for it. You'll probably be able to get one. Dishes, we rented an apartment and there were no dishes. I was like, hey, we don't have any dishes here. Can we get some dishes? And he's like, yeah, maybe. I'm like, well, maybe we're gonna rent then, you know? We got some dishes. A kettle if you need one, microwave, like, yeah, negotiate anything. Be like, we don't have this. Can we have it? I mean, the worst thing that happens is they say no, and then you can like negotiate more or whatever, you know? All right, so you found the perfect place, you've negotiated everything that you want to get, you're gonna get everything that you need, you're happy, you're about to sign the lease. You don't need any special documents when you're doing this, you just need your passport and cold hard cash money. Now typically in Vietnam, they're gonna take 1 month of rent as deposit, and you're gonna need to pay them 3 months of rent in advance. They will try to get 6 months, they will even try to get the full year. They'll try to get 2 years even if you're staying for a year. They will try to get as much as possible. But you can probably stand firm on 3 months. I've tried to do 1 month right off the bat. They won't do that. 3 is like the minimum. And then after your 3 months are done, they kind of want 3 months and then 3 months and then 3 months. I've done it before where I was like, I just don't have 3 months, I have 1 month. But it's kind of like, yeah, however you can negotiate. But expect to pay 3 months minimum at a time. Once you're moved in and living in your new place, it's kind of the same as living in North America, I would say. And I've been fortunate enough to live with like great landlords, so any small repairs and stuff that need it, it's like on the landlord, and I just tell them about the repairs. They come in, they get it fixed, everything's perfect all the time. The door's creaky, the faucet's leaking, whatever. I've had really good experiences, it's on them. But then again, like I said, you never know, right? Breaking your lease early. We lived in 3 places. This is our 3rd in the short year that we've been in Vietnam, and we broke 2 leases. So from personal experience of breaking the leases, and from also like researching online, like what's gonna happen, the general consensus is, you should be expecting, just like in Canada or North America, anywhere else, that if you're gonna break a lease early, say goodbye to your damage deposit. Now, we've actually been very fortunate that both times we broke our lease, the first time we got our whole damage deposit back, which was amazing. And then the second time, great landlords again, they were like, hey, you know what? We'll give you half it back. How about that? And we're like, amazing, we'll take that. Of course, one way around that is find someone to sublet to and take over your lease, and then that way you don't miss out. I've never done that, so I can't really speak on that, but that seems like a really good way to do it. So those are pretty much the answers to the questions that you guys kind of send me over and over, and I'm like, I really don't have time to like write the answers out and everything. Sorry about that. Hope that answers everything. Now on to locations. Locations is a really weird one because that's super personal taste, preference, right? When we first moved here, we were living in an area of Hanoi called Tay Ho, West Lake. And basically it's where all the expat community lives. That can be really awesome, or it can be really not awesome. It's really awesome because you can walk the whole street, and every storefront, every store, they speak English, and you see other foreigners, and you're good, and you don't feel like so much like you're in Vietnam. And it can be really not awesome because every time you leave your house and you walk around, there's foreigners, and you feel like you're not in Vietnam. We really enjoyed living by Westlake, and in that community, what we loved about it the most was all the specialty shops that you can buy foreign goods and produce and like groceries. What we didn't like about it is the actual location. It's kind of like in the tip of Hanoi, far from everything else. So you're at least 25-30 minutes away from anything. Then again, with Hanoi traffic, you're 25 minutes away from anything wherever you are. The location we're currently living in right now is called Coze. Less expats and foreigners, but also still expats and foreigners that are graduating from Tay Ho to like a more local area. We're all over here. They're all over here. It's a little bit more central. It's definitely closer to Caitlin's school, which is important for us. It's still about 20-25 minutes away from anything. Well, it's about 25 minutes away from the old court, which is the same as Tay Ho, but we're about now only 15 minutes away from other things. Guys, that's it. That's all the tips I have about renting a place in Hanoi, Vietnam, or Vietnam in general, because this was the same stuff we did in Nha Trang too. I hope that answers all your questions, everyone that's been sending me stuff about renting apartments. And if I missed one of your questions, or you just have more questions, I'm sure you're gonna let me know. Alright guys, hope it's been useful. Thank you very much. If you haven't checked out Top 9 Things to Eat in Hanoi, check it out. It's right here. This has been For Your Eyes Only.